In this video, I've created what I believe is the best super investors portfolio. This list only includes monopolistic companies or duopolies, and it is one of the funniest videos I've made so far. So starting off strong, we have the duopoly MasterCard and Visa. Both of these finance giants are owned by super investor Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett opened his MasterCard position in Q1 of 2011, buying 3.99 million shares. And in Q3 of the same year, he bought 8.3 million shares of Visa. Unlike banks, Visa and MasterCard are just a payment processor, so they don't take on any risks such as debt from the customer. Both of these companies also have a very high profit margin at 66% and 56% respectively. Next duopoly we have is Moody's and Fair Isaac. Now both of these companies don't seem to get much attention, and that's because they're boring business models. Both of them offer credit rating scores and data and analytics to help businesses make decisions. Similar to MasterCard and Visa, they take small transactions but on a large scale and bring in a lot of consistent recurring revenue. Banks, lenders and credit companies pay a consistent recurring fee in order to use the FICO credit rating system. And if you would have invested into them 10 years ago, you would have 10x'd your money. And in that same time period, Moody's would have returned you around 800%. Next three companies we have are tech giants and cloud computing services such as Google, Amazon and Microsoft. Amazon controls over 30% of the cloud computing industry with AWS, which is a cash printing machine and still growing faster than ever. They also have consistent recurring revenue through their Prime service, which offers next day deliveries, discounts and Prime Video. And of course, they are an e-commerce giant, investing hundreds of millions into CapEx in order to prove automation and logistics. Just like a lot of companies on this list, Google is a money printing machine, bringing over $300 million of revenue in 2024. They own YouTube, which is the second largest search platform in the world after Google. They're investing heavily into AI through Gemini. And they also own the autonomous driving company Waymo, which is currently an industry leader ahead of companies like Tesla. With YouTube and Google combined, they own about 90% of the search engine market. And finally, we have Microsoft with the Azure service, which is Microsoft's cloud computing service that competes with AWS. They also own all of these subsidiaries shown on screen, such as Activision Blizzard and also LinkedIn, and are the biggest player in AI with the partnership with OpenAI. If you would have invested into these companies 10 years ago, you would have 10x'd your money, but past performance isn't an indication of the future, so you have to be careful as a lot of these companies are now trading at a premium. I think the biggest takeaway from this video is that you should invest into companies with huge economic moats and industry leaders that have little to no competition. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to follow my page and double tap the screen.